Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Disgust over big party for social media star amid COVID spike. Some Jamaicans are expressing outrage after videos surfaced online purportedly showing a large party being held for self-styled social media sensation Solaine Anderson on Thursday night. The event, dubbed a birthday party and night for Anderson, was purportedly held in blatant disregard for the island's COVID-19 measures aimed at curtailing the virus that has spiked since last month across the island. Anderson is very much alive, but had declared that she wanted to see what her night would be like before she died. The 5th of March is my birthday, but may I keep my birthday and night for the 4th of March because me want to see how the night would look, Anderson declared in a video advertising the event a week before its staging. Everybody keep them night before them dead. May I keep my own. When me alive, that's when me dead, uno no keep no more. Just keep set up and bury me. To miss is to diss, write a world boss at 100 Lane Top, she added. Anderson came to prominence after being featured on a charity program founded by entrepreneur and social media personality Donna Gowdy, popularly known as Auntie Donna. Since that time, Anderson had gained a huge following with her colorful hairstyle, loud fashion, frank persona, and humorous personality. On Thursday night, videos purportedly of the event held in the corporate area surfaced, with large crowds singing and dancing to what should be night music in honor of a deceased loved one. Ironically, Anderson was alive taking photographs with her fans as music blared through the night. Well after Jamaica's 8 p.m. curfew, she shared some of the photos to her social media. In one of the videos, hundreds of tightly-packed persons can be seen at the venue in a celebratory manner. Anderson, in another video, was seen getting her makeup done while the selector got the audience moving as he selected music track from his sound system. On Sunday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness ordered an extension of the public gathering limit to 10 persons, among others more restricted measures to contain spread of COVID-19 in Jamaica. He said the government was forced to act due to the capacity of the health system being threatened because of the surge in cases. Additionally, he stressed that Jamaicans have started to take the pandemic for granted. Against that background, the purported flagrant disregard for the COVID-19 protocols at Anderson's party was met with anger and disappointment by some social media users. These people, not in any mask, people are really careless, though the government just spoke about COVID rates going up as well as hospitals are starting to full, one Facebook user commented. Another added, when all you say government not doing its work, if me like the government, I open the country let you all get sick, you people have no respect for the government. On Thursday, Jamaica's overall COVID-19 tally increased to 24,776 with 332 new cases being recorded on the day. In Kingston and St. Andrew alone, 126 new cases were reported. Some 270 COVID-19 patients were hospitalized up to Thursday, with 27 moderately ill and 23 critically ill. In response to the video, one social media user said she was especially upset because her daughter had been hospitalized with COVID-19. This disgusts me because my daughter in hospital with COVID and look what going on. Police will lock them up, man, she wrote. Not one mask. Same set of people are go balls the police and government wicked, another user added. However, some people saw nothing wrong with the party being held despite the clear breaches. Leave the people then make them enjoy life. Nothing no they name coronavirus. People fi stay in and get mad, questioned one person. Another added, "Una leave Solaine, let her enjoy herself. People have to live and enjoy. We can't stop corona." Spice in the kitchen rooks up some ackee and saltfish. Life in the tropics is relatively easy and staying fed on islands that offer bountiful meal options from the surf to the turf is seemingly quite easy too. Ackee and saltfish is a national dish of Jamaica, but those who are allergic to the fruit or have unfortunate recollections of the beloved meal simply wouldn't understand. Grace Spice Hamilton, on the other hand, knows her way around a quick Jamaican meal, particularly on days when hungry lick you. This week, the dancehall artist shared a video of herself at home in the kitchen doing her best to rook up some quick, nice, clean ackee and saltfish. If you're reading this and you're Jamaican, you totally understand. We associate rooks up with run a boat, mash up some, or slap some, ackee pan some saltfish. Though Spice is away from her home in Atlanta, all the ingredients for her Jamaican fare were in her reach. And on an Hamilton-branded cutting board, the queen of dancehall sliced and diced her way into a belly full of nostalgia and Jamaican-style belly full. There was, of course, some sweet potato as well, but the star of the presentation was the ackee and saltfish. And just like that, she says after presenting, you have your Jamaican national dish right here so. Nooks cocaine possession trial to begin in July. Reggae singer George Nooks will finally get the chance to clear his name when he heads to trial on July 27 to answer to charges of illegal possession of cocaine and perverting the course of justice. We're quite confident we believe in the innocence of our client in this matter. He has given us clear instructions and we are prepared to defend him to the best of our ability, Attorney at Law Donahue Martin said. Accompanied by his lawyer, the singer appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in Halfway Tree on Thursday. In October 2020, Nooks was charged by the Narcotics Police following a ruling by the Director of Public Prosecutions in relation to an incident which occurred in April 2019. Allegations are that Nooks toasted a plastic bag containing a white powdery substance to the ground when police officers conducting a narcotic operation approached him. Nooks was taken into custody, and it is further alleged that while being processed at the narcotics headquarters, he got hold of the bag and swallowed the content. This is not the veteran singer first time facing the court on drug-related charges. He was found not guilty in a separate case of breaches of the Dangerous Drug Act in May 2019. Rytikal denied bail to go on trial March 24. Dancehall artist Rytikal was denied bail when he appeared in the gun court via Zoom on Thursday. The entertainer was remanded for trial on March 24. He is represented by attorney at law Abel Don Foote. The 24-year-old DJ, whose real name is Ryan McFarlane, is charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. According to police reports, on January 28, lawmen were on patrol in 8 Miles Bull Bay, St. Andrew, when McFarlane was seen acting in a suspicious manner. Police reported they questioned the artist, and following a search of his car, a Taurus .380 pistol with 12 rounds of ammunition were found. Rytikal, who reportedly told the police that the weapon was a prop for a music video, was taken into custody and later charged. He is known for singles such as Cookie Jar and King in a War. Cabinet to review funeral burial ban. The country could know early next week whether the government will reverse its decision to ban funerals for 2 weeks as of Monday, March 8, as part of efforts to stem the spread of corona COVID-19 on the island. The ban, which is to remain in force until March 22nd, was announced last Sunday by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who noted that Jamaicans were not adhering to limits on gathering, which is a maximum of 15 for funeral service and burials. The 15 limit include members of the clergy and workers at the gravesite. There has been widespread pushback for several quarters against the impending ban, and on Thursday, the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie, said the administration is reviewing submissions from stakeholders in the funeral industry. McKenzie, who was addressed in the Standing Finance Committee meeting to examine the 2021-2022 estimates of expenditure, said the submission from the funeral industry are expected to be considered by the Cabinet, which meets on Monday. Operators of funeral homes have warned that the ban on funerals will lead to a piling up of bodies, as well as increased costs to bereaved relatives who will have to pay more for storage. But the government has argued that the ban is necessary to curb the spread of the coronavirus, which up to Wednesday had infected 24,444 people, resulting in 436 deaths. There are nearly 10,000 active cases of COVID-19 on the island, while there has been 13,869 recoveries. JLP caretaker accuses Portmore Mayor of hypocrisy after JPS protests. Jamaica Labour Party JLP caretaker for the Brayton Division in South St. Catherine, Tricia Walters, has described as pretentious, hypocritical and disingenuous charade the attendance of Portmore Mayor Leon Thomas at a recent protest against the move by the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, to close its office in the municipality. In a statement to the media Friday, Walters said, "Based on what I know, the decision to close the JPS office in Portmore was taken from September last year. Mayor Thomas should tell the people when he became aware of the decision instead of using the issue as a political opportunity." Residents, led by Thomas, staged a demonstration outside the JPS customer service office inside the Portmore Mall on Thursday. The protest followed a news released a day earlier from the Portmore Municipal Corporation imploring the Light and Power Company to reconsider its decision when it agreed will particularly impact senior citizens who are not tech-savvy. Walters said Thomas should explain why didn't he request a stay of the JPS decision in his capacity as mayor to allow for more dialogue with the people of Portmore. The JLP caretaker is also calling into question Thomas' capacity to lead the municipality, arguing that the mayor has shown that he is unable to gain the respect of the institutions which provide key services to the citizens of Portmore. If the best way Mayor Thomas could find to get the attention of the authorities is by participating in a reckless demonstration which breached COVID-19 regulations, it is clear his scope of influence is minimal and he has no authority as our mayor and should step aside, Walters said, alleging that the demonstration showed no regard for social distancing and the gathering limit of no more than 10 people. Walters, who also called on Thomas to be accountable in his use of the Community Development Committee, said she will be making the necessary representation to the relevant officials in a bid to reduce the potential fallout and inconvenience to people caused by the decision to close the JPS office in Portmore. The Portmore office is among 7 to be closed by JPS Island-wide as of Monday, March 8, due to what the Light and Power Company said was a significant reduction in walk-in customers. In addition to Portmore, the JPS said its customer service offices in Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. Mary, St. Thomas and Eid Parade in Kingston will also be closed. Health Ministry partners with Rada to promote healthy eating. The Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Rural Agricultural Development Authority Rada are partnering to promote healthy eating to maintain good colon health. The partnership comes in observation of Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month being observed in March. Colon cancer is the third leading cause of cancer deaths in Jamaica for men and women. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the Ministry of Health and Wellness and Rada on March 5th to formalize the partnership. Speaking at a virtual ceremony, Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton said nutrition plays a role in disease prevention and cohesion, including cancer. He explained that the ministry will be using the month as a golden opportunity to further promote nutritional interventions and reiterate the critical importance of consuming more high-fiber foods, vegetables, fruits, nuts, whole grain, tubers, especially those options that are homegrown. We know that Rada has been a vanguard of not only healthy eating, but as the strident voice of eating what we grow and growing what we eat. Rada clearly appreciates the notion that more fruits, vegetables, and ground provisions should be consumed, and we are happy to be collaborating with Rada to highlight the correlation between a colon-friendly diet and lowering the risk of colorectal cancer, he said. The minister argued that the more persons know and understand about healthy eating and digestive health, the more Jamaicans should be purposeful in their diet that offers some protection from severity of diseases. Citing statistics from the American Institute for Cancer Research and the World Cancer Research Fund, Dr. Tufton informed that 30 to 40% of all cancers can be prevented by appropriate diet, physical activity, and maintenance of appropriate body weight. He noted that colorectal cancer occurs more frequently with diets low in fruits, vegetables, vegetable protein, and fiber, adding that diets containing overcooked or burnt meat or fish increases the risk. People who eat fried, well-cooked red meat more than once per week are at twice the risk of colorectal cancer compared to those who eat lightly cooked red meat less frequently, he said. In his remarks, Chief Executive Officer Rada, Peter Thompson, said the partnership aims to build awareness and support activities highlighting Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, noting that healthy nutrition plays an integral role in cancer prevention and control. He emphasized that the partnership is critical in promoting the benefits of eating healthy and supporting local culinary heritage, which will, in turn, support the Say Yes to Fresh and the Eat What We Grow, Grow What We Eat campaigns. The Colorectal Cancer Month recognition is, therefore, the right fit for Rada to collaborate with the Ministry of Health and Wellness, as this shared vision will be impacted and allow for continued education and enlightenment, utilizing natural resources that are local produce that we have at our disposal to support healthy living, he said. Thompson noted that the integrated approach will allow for joint promotion of Rada's weekly farmers markets while highlighting quality local and unique products that are available. He said Rada will also assist in providing agricultural produce for the Ministry of Health and Wellness social media mainstream media campaign surrounding Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. This is also an ideal opportunity for the nation to support our farmers, farm families, and their livelihoods as we place our focus on eating local. In addition, we continue to urge our farmers to remain resilient and resolute and to respond with increasing production and distribution to meet local demand, he said. Colorectal cancer develops from changes in the cell lining in the walls of the colon. Studies have shown that some of the main factors that initiate these changes are consumption of cooked red meat, high intake of refined carbohydrates, poor vitamin and mineral intake, alcohol consumption, and smoking. Tax offices to continue operations during new COVID measures. The Tax Administration Jamaica (TAJ) is advising that all tax offices and the Stamp Duty and Transfer Tax Office will continue to operate during the period of the new COVID-19 work-from-home order, which comes into effect on Thursday, March 4, 2021. Additionally, as Jamaica enters the peak of the tax season and in anticipation of the additional demand on TAJ services, a decision has been taken to temporarily operate the St. Andrew, Montego Bay and Mandeville Revenue Service Centers, as well as the St. Anne's Bay and Savannah Lamar tax offices on Saturdays, beginning March 13 through to April 24, 2021. These will be in addition to the Portmore tax office, which has resumed opening on Saturdays. With regard to immediate changes, the agency said conducted an assessment of all the functions within TAJ in the wake of the announcement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Sunday. To this end, it has been determined that based on the critical services of TAJ that cannot be provided remotely, frontline staff, supervisors, and support team will continue to provide face-to-face and on-site service to customers. However, in keeping with the directive that persons who can carry out their functions from home or remotely, several areas considered non-critical for face-to-face operations, such as the TAJ Customer Care Center, will continue to operate remotely as it has been since the start of the pandemic and within the established work-from-home protocols. In an effort to minimize the numbers of persons visiting the tax offices, customers are urged to use the alternative options that are available to conduct their tax-related business instead of visiting a tax office. These include the TAJ online tax platform at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm, which now offers a wider range of filing, payment, and other services from anywhere at any time, allowing for filing and paying business-related taxes and deductions such as income tax, GCT, payroll payments, and employer's annual return. Querying and paying property tax, payment of certificate of fitness fee, driver's license renewal, and traffic ticket can also be done online. NCB customers may also now use their NCB online banking platform to add TAJ as a payee to pay property tax and business-related taxes, then be able to generate and print their official receipt from the TAJ website. Customers may use the new direct fund transfer option to make payments directly from their bank account into TAJ's bank account for several business-related taxes, and then be able to generate and print their own official receipt from the TAJ website. TAJ mobile app can be used to query and pay property tax, pay certificate of fitness fee, and pay traffic ticket. Mobile tax collection unit available by schedule to visit selected communities. One of the two units is available at King Street on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. that allows for the payment of property tax, police record, traffic tickets, and trade license. Notwithstanding these alternative arrangements, TAJ is aware that some customers will still need to visit a tax office to do certain transactions. However, taking into consideration that continued appeal by the Ministry of Health and Wellness to maintain physical distancing and discouraging mass gathering, the public is advised of the following measures that are currently in place at TAJ locations. The number of persons allowed into an office at any one time is limited. To satisfy the physical distance requirement in the interest of health and safety of staff and customers. Mask requirement. Temperature check necessarily to enter premises. 6 feet physical distance required. Floor markers installed. Numbering system initiated at tax office to manage the flow. Priority service is given to senior citizens and the physically challenged. Tents have been erected at locations that can accommodate same. This is reviewed and expanded as necessary. Chairs are available at certain locations, so customers may be seated while they wait. Loudspeakers, bullhorns available at several locations to guide customers. The frequency of sanitization of commonly used areas has been increased and is continuous throughout the day. Changes have been made to some procedures, such as driver's license renewal. Customers are now able to pay online and then drop off the necessary documents for processing, then check the status online for when it is ready for pick-up. Security officers and customer service representatives constantly remind persons waiting in line to observe the physical distancing requirement. Customers are asked to follow the instructions given at the locations. Further, clients are asked to be mindful that TAG will be operating with a reduced number of personnel as rotation of staff will continue. This as some team members will have to be permitted to accommodate their children's stay at home due to the restriction of students allowed for face-to-face classes, as well as others who are required to quarantine by the government or may be self-quarantine due to recent overseas travel or possible trace contact with affected persons. TAJ continue to monitor information from the Ministry of Health and Wellness and other official sources and will keep the public up to date on any further developments. For further information, persons may contact the Tax Administrator's Customer Care Service at 888 Tax Help. That's 888-829-4357 toll free, or visit the website at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.